Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Josephine and on this channel we talk about fragrances. Today's video has been highly requested for a few months now. It is finally the Memo Paris buying guide. Yes, I have smelt all the fragrances from Memo and I will be sharing with you today 21 perfumes from the brand. So if you'd like to know more about Memo Paris and their fragrances, then make sure to keep on watching. Before we get into the video, I'd just like to take the opportunity to remind you that I will be present at ScentXplore, which is an event around fragrances happening on the 5th of December. This year, the event is happening virtually, which is amazing because everyone can join. It's really cool because you get to discover some awesome niche brands, including the one that I'm talking about today. And you can also meet content creators and perhaps we can even meet each other, which is super cool. So if you'd like to attend this event, make sure you check out the info box. I will have a link to the event down below. Okay, so now this is out of the way, let's get straight into the buying guide. So Memo Paris, what is this brand all about? First off, the packaging is stunning. To me, this is one of the most beautiful niche brands. The storytelling, the inspiration behind the scents is just phenomenal. So I have a few of the fragrances here. As you can see, look how gorgeous they look. They all have this metal plate at the front of the fragrance with different designs which illustrate the inspiration behind the scent, and it just looks really beautiful, luxurious, and ultra premium. Now with Memo Paris, the fragrances are very well known to have beautiful collection of leathery scents. So they're not leathery perfumes that are super strong, super pungent. They're done in a really sophisticated and refined way. So without further ado, let's get into the first part of this buying guide, which is all about the signature scents. So what are signature scents? Well, these are perfumes that you can wear all year round, very versatile, and these are the fragrances that people will know you by. So this is the scent that you will reach out the most, beginning with Moroccan leather. So Moroccan leather is part of the Cuir Nomade collection, so that leathery collection of fragrances. It is a fresh green leather with floral, powdery undertones. So the predominant notes in this scent are, well, of course, leather, but you also have galbanum and iris. And for those of you who don't know, galbanum is a green note that has an earthy, very crisp feeling that adds a bit of a kick, a piquant to this fragrance. And you have this gorgeous iris note that brings a lot of elegance and sophistication to the perfume. This perfume, I would say, is unisex, but leaning more towards masculine. And this is a great scent to wear for everyday use. The next fragrance within the signature scent category is French leather. This fragrance is based around a rose and leather, but the way that the leather is done is more in a suede leather way. So it's light, it's refined, it's soft, and you also have some musk in this fragrance. Overall, this is a really beautiful, rosy scent for women that isn't going to be too sweet, that isn't going to be too rosy, because sometimes with rose fragrances they can be a bit difficult to wear and either can be spicy, overpowering, even grandma-like at times. But this one, not at all. This is so refined and chic. That is a word. This perfume is extremely chic. It's a great one to, throw on and you want to smell sophisticated and refined. French leather is just that. This is a fragrance that will last also on your skin for a considerable amount of time. So if you are a rose fragrance lover and you like your roses more on the fresh side, check out French leather by Memo. Next up, we have Russian leather. This is another one that is pure class and elegance, and it's a modern take on your barbershop fragrances. So with barbershop fragrances that are often associated with fougère compositions, so you have this clean, fresh feeling from scents. For some reason, whenever I smell them, I associate them with something that is a bit more traditional, a bit more mature. However, Russian leather is the opposite to that. I find this is a youthful and modern interpretation of these barbershop soapy type of scents. So there are a lot of aromatics in this perfume. You have some mint, you have some rosemary, you have some basil. So you get that green, crisp freshness right from the start, but there's also some wood and really beautiful tonka bean to warm up and round up the composition. So if you are a fan of fougère, barbershop type of fragrances, and you want something that is a little bit different, is more youthful, more playful, this one is just that. And the final signature scent worthy perfume is Moon Fever. So Moon Fever is a cologne type scent that is fresh. It is a scent that, say, if you're really liking Cologne Absolue by Tom Daxon or Lord George by Penhaligon's, you will certainly love this scent. This fragrance contains a pop of bitter orange, soothing verbena, neroli, and tonka bean. And honestly, this is a really easy to understand, highly likable fragrance from the Memo line. It's not a challenging scent. This is a perfume that, if you said there was a dumb reach perfume from Memo that you can trust 100% all of the time, this one would be it. Moon Fever, very versatile, easy to wear, crowd pleasing. It's not going to be a perfume that is too strong, nor is it too muted either. It's honestly just right. And now onto the day scents category, starting off with Irish Leather. This is another fresh leather, but it is green and bitter, and it's composed of juniper berries, mate tea, tonka bean, and amber. This is an extremely elegant fragrance, super classy for men. This smells, as I said, very fresh and crisp. So juniper berries have a bitter feeling to them. They're often associated with a gin and tonic vibe. So you get that crisp coldness from juniper berries in this scent, and you also get a herbal, a bit smoky character from mate tea. So it's a really interesting fragrance and definitely one that is unusual and unique. The second fragrance is a leather perfume, also with a tea note, but totally different to Irish Leather. It is Eau de Memo. And Eau de Memo, frankly, is one of my favorites from Memo. I mean, I have quite a few. Eau de Memo is a fresh, transparent, airy, leathery perfume that is infused with citrus and also green tea. So the green tea in this fragrance is really soothing, it's calming, and just lovely. This perfume will make you happy. So it's really bright and luminous with those citruses, and the way that the leather is done in the scent is, it's like a white leather. That is what I envision. It's refreshed, it's light and airy. So really beautiful, muted leather, super elegant. Again, I mean, all of leather fragrances from Memo are elegant and sophisticated. That is just sort of like their signature. Eau de Memo, beautiful, 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 and cannot recommend this fragrance enough. Moving on to a more challenging leather scent, it is Italian Leather. This one I find is the most polarizing, I would say, along with African Leather, which I will touch upon later, out of all of the leather scents. It's a really unusual perfume. It's more unisex because it's the sweetest out of the leather fragrances from the range. But it contains a mishmash of ingredients that are super unusual. So you have green tomato leaf in here, which is very odd, and I don't think you find that in many fragrances. That is blended with some vanilla. You also again have galbanum, which is this green note, so it's sweet, green, a bit earthy. You get certainly that tomato vine, like that fuzzy greenness from the tomato. Like when you pick tomatoes and then you smell your hands, you get that in that fragrance, but it's mixed with sweetness. So it's definitely an interesting scent, and to me, I didn't like it at first, but it's something that will grow on you. All in all, it is a great composition. I think it's extremely creative and definitely a more daring and different daytime scent. And the final scent within the daytime category is Kedou. This fragrance is so great. This is a really easygoing fragrance, very inoffensive. This is a type of scent that are for those of you who don't want fragrances that are super overpowering, super intoxicating, because some of you have asked me to recommend fragrances that are lighter, not saying that they're less powerful or impactful, but that are just lighter and not as, say, suffocating as other scents that I've recommended. So Kedou is very easygoing, it's fresh, spicy, and it contains notes of, which is very interesting, sesame seed, as well as soft white musk. You get some freesia, so it's a lightly floral, really great scent. This is a perfume that if you love your skin scents, you love your musks, you will probably really adore Kidu. I'm not saying this is a skin scent, not at all, but it's a very easygoing, chilled perfume that's effortless, yet remains polished and put together. This is a fragrance that you can throw on for really any different type of situation. If you're running errands, you can wear this. If you are just going to the office, this is a great scent as well. Or if you want to have more of a relaxed, chilled vibe over the weekend, this is another great scent to pick out. So after the day scents, we have the evening perfumes. So the perfumes that you can wear to go out for dinner, or when you see friends, or you just want to wear if you want to be a bit more put together and feel a little bit more extra and luxurious. So the first fragrance that I have is my favorite from Memo and has been my favorite for many years. It is LALIBELA. This is a beautiful chypre perfume for women. This scent is really bold, it's intoxicating, and feels very special. This perfume, I've said many times, and if you have watched my Halloween video, this is a scent fit for a queen like Daenerys Targaryen from Game of Thrones. This is how I would describe this perfume. This is a boss lady scent. It will boost your confidence 200%. Like, it will make you instantly feel so much better. You'll feel great, you'll feel sexy. It's a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. You have some rose, some coconut, some vanilla, some tobacco, some woods. It's magnificent, and just trust me on this, no other perfume on the market smells like this scent. It's very unique, very bold, it's feminine for sure. I would not recommend this for men. So if you like bold, intoxicating and opulent fragrances for women, check out LALIBELA. Speaking of opulence, I have another one for you. And again, this skews more towards feminine. It is LUXOR Oud. This perfume is magnificent. It is a fruity oud fragrance. It's incredible. You have some red berries that add a pop of color to the scent. Very nice. It's not going to be too sweet. You have a little bit of sweetness, but just it adds that pop of color. You also have some rose, you have some resins for this warmth, for this depth. You have cypriol, tonka bean, and an oud accord. This fragrance is so stunning. It smells extremely luxurious, very expensive. This is a wonderful evening perfume. If you want to elevate your look, you'll feel super sexy. And again, this is another one that is a confidence booster. It's very smooth, it's clean, very opulent, as with a lot of oud fragrances, and you have that nice pop of red berries. And finally, we have MARFA, which is a celebration of tuberose. This is a very dense, thick, opulent, very loud tuberose-based perfume. So if you are a lover of tuberose, this scent is for you. I will have to say this though, you need to like your tuberose to enjoy this scent. The way that the tuberose is done in this perfume is that it is green, it's very thick, as I said earlier, and it's one that you won't get unnoticed if you wear this scent. This is a perfume that is unisex, but I would say leaning more towards feminine. And to be fair, it is a nighttime scent, but this is a great one that you can also wear in the summer, but again, more in the nights. And now onto the winter scents. I have three, beginning with African leather. This to me is a very dark, bold, and intense leathery scent. It's one that I find is quite polarizing. This isn't one of my favorites from the brand, but it is a bestseller, I believe. So this perfume has notes of vetiver, you have patchouli, some saffron, some cardamom. So it's really thick, intoxicating, and very powerful. You don't need that many sprays of the scent. What I will say is that it has a dry, chocolatey feel about it, which I believe probably comes from the patchouli. So the good quality patchouli that they probably use in this scent. I definitely have that chocolate vibe. This is a perfume that for sure smells better in the dry down than it does in the opening. If you are a fan of really dark, woodsy fragrances that are smoky and a bit dry and spicy, check out African Leather. I think if you're a niche lover and can appreciate niche fragrances, you'll probably love this scent. The second fragrance is Shams Oud. This is a dry, smoky oud scent that is also spicy. This one is also better in the dry down than it is in the opening. The dry down is stunning. So you have quite a lot of labdanum in this scent, which is an ambery note that is sweet, that gives off some cypress-like facets. So it adds a lot of depth and dimension to this perfume, also some warmth. So really lovely scent. This is unisex, but I would say leaning more towards masculine. So yes, if you're a fan of oud perfumes, you like your dry ouds that have a lot of character, Shams Oud is literally just that, and one that will last on your skin a considerable amount of time as well. And the final winter fragrance is Winter Palace. This is a red tea. It is so different. It is a mysterious and dark gourmand tea perfume. So I get a little bit of sweetness from some grapefruit in the scent, just a little bit, but most importantly, there is a gorgeous vanilla bean note in this scent. And to me, the way that the vanilla is done in this perfume, it's like toasted vanilla bean. It's so delicious and it feels extremely luxurious. This is a type of scent that is perfect for a really cold winter evening and you just want to feel warm and fuzzy. This is a great scent to reach out for to, get that feeling of coziness. That's what I would say. This is your mega luxurious tea. This is a type of tea that you would find in Harrods. It's like mariage frère type of grade of tea. It is really up there when it comes to your tea fragrances. So if you're looking for a dark, very good tea fragrance to wear in the winter time, check out Winter Palace. Moving on to spring and summer fragrances. So within this category, there are a lot of florals, and one thing that I will say is that Memo, not only are they good at making really sophisticated and elegant leathery fragrances, but they're also extremely good at making beautiful, grand, opulent florals. So beginning with Granada, this is a opulent, bold floral with white flowers with ambery undertones. So you have some jasmine, some orange blossom, amber woods, and musk. This is certainly a really intoxicating perfume. It really smells like a jasmine bush, like the scent of jasmine flowers within the jasmine bush when they open overnight. This is what I smell from this fragrance. Over time, as it develops on your skin, you get this really gorgeous, balmy feeling from this scent. This undeniable, summery, balmy feel that just will bring you to a hot destination. This is a scent that I would say is more appropriate for the summer, but more on the summer evenings. I wouldn't necessarily wear this during the day. It can be a little bit much, but summer evenings, it's perfect. Next up, we have a unisex fragrance. It is Ocean Leather. It's part of the Cuir Nomade, so the leathery collection. The leather in the scent really takes a backseat. It's more in a supporting role. It gives a backbone to this fragrance. But all in all, this is a fresh, aquatic fragrance with mandarin, violet, and sage. And what's interesting is the sage in this perfume. You get a bit of that aromatic touch. Overall, in this perfume, it's very smooth, and you also get some musks. This fragrance has the most beautiful sillage. This is my favorite summer scent from Memo. I'm just gonna say it right now. Just a feel-good perfume, great for everyday use during the summer. This Ocean Leather is just it. And yes, men and women can wear this. It's a completely unisex perfume. Next up, we have INLE. This is a fresh osmanthus fragrance. So osmanthus is a flower that gives off an apricot feel, sometimes a leathery feel as well. You don't get any of the leather in the scent. You really get the apricot. And this perfume is like as if you took an apricot, you smelt the apricot directly without opening it, that fuzzy skin from apricot, and you just bring it to your nose. This is what I get from this scent. But it is also contrasted with a really mysterious, smoky black tea note. So on one hand, it's smooth, soft, and really harmonious. And on the other hand, it's dark, smoky, and enigmatic, and it works very well. If you are someone who enjoys osmanthus and you're looking for a fresh osmanthus fragrance that you can pull off during the summer, this one is really, really nice. This is another one that I would say would work better on a summer evening than on a summer day. Then we have ILHA. This is a grand floral. It is a floral explosion. It is so beautifully crafted, this fragrance. This perfume has jasmine and orange blossom, similar notes to Granada, but it's not an ambery type of fragrance at all. It's more on the lighter side. It's fresh, it's opulence, but still very wearable. This is a perfume that has also a honeyed feel, but a fresh honeyed feel, so it literally drips in gold, this perfume. This is a very luxurious scent, it smells expensive, and it is a grand floral, a grand orange blossom jasmine floral done in the most beautiful way. This perfume is perfect for daytime wear in the summer, and if you want to upgrade for an evening scent, then I would choose Granada. The next perfume is a fun, playful pineapple scent. It is called Tamarindo. This is a fragrance that is a fresh pineapple scent, so you're not gonna get like a syrupy, super concentrated pineapple that can feel a little bit sickly. It's more played on the fresher and lighter side, although it is very present within the scent, and it will be present throughout the development of this perfume. It is also complemented by patchouli, vanilla, and jasmine, and overall smells elegant, and is one that I would recommend for a summer evening. Now, one thing that I will say with this scent is that in the dry down, the patchouli really peeks through, and to me, this is very reminiscent of Coco Mademoiselle by Chanel. So this is Coco Mademoiselle by Chanel with a pop of pineapple. So if you enjoy Coco Mademoiselle and you want a fragrance that you can wear in the summer that has a fun and playful side, then this is a perfume that is probably for you. For me, this isn't my top favorite from Memo, although I will give it to them that it is a creative perfume and a lovely pineapple scent. Next, we have JANNAT, which is a fruity and energizing citrus fragrance. And oh my goodness, is this perfume glorious. This is a wonderful association between grapefruit and pear. So when you smell this perfume at first, you will really get the scent of the grapefruit before cutting it. So if you take a grapefruit and you smell it, the skin, that is what you get from the scent initially. As it develops, you get more sweetness, so it's like you cut through the grapefruit and you get into the pulp. That's what you get, but it's softened by the welcoming arms of sandalwood. And you get this fruity pear. This pear is playful, it's youthful, and really fun. It's very good for like a daytime scent to just, throw on. It's a very feel-good perfume. It will make you extremely happy when you wear it. It's full of peps and energy and will brighten your day. This is a perfume that is sunshine in a bottle. If you're a fan of citrus fragrances, I highly recommend you try out JANNAT. And the final fragrance in today's buying guide is SIWA. This is a floral perfume that is, again, ambery and balmy. It has narcissus, heliotrope, and vanilla, so totally different to Granada, which was a white floral and balmy. This is more of a floral with also balmy undertones, but not white flowers per se. So this perfume smells very buttery and smooth, and if I could describe it so that you can understand it a little bit better, I would say this is a scent of an exotic, floral, luxurious oil that you would put on your skin after having spent a long day on the beach. So you've taken your shower and you just put this exotic floral oil on your skin that nourishes and warms your skin. This is what I get from this scent. It really is a feeling of pure bliss and happiness, and it just feels very soothing. And yeah, it's a really great scent to wear another one for a summer evening, especially after you spent a full day in the sun. This is just going to prolong that happy feeling of a hot summer day. So this concludes today's video. I know it was a really long one, but hopefully it has helped you navigate the fragrances from Memo a little bit better, and you've got to know the brands as well in more detail. Let me know in the comments down below what fragrances you enjoy to wear from Memo. I would love to know. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I will see you very soon. Bye!